Hello, thank you for joining me here today. I'm here to discuss a growing issue in the construction industry that can significantly affect all of our ways of life. The construction industry is a significantly vital part of our society. Without the men and women who help build and maintain our buildings, we cannot continue to thrive as a country. Could you imagine a hospital without a proper working OR because there was no one to run the medical gas piping that keeps their patients alive? Or a research lab whose objective is to find medical answers to some of the worst diseases known to man, having to shut down because the HVAC and electrical systems aren't up to code? Lastly, what about our schools? What if we weren't able to keep them open for our children because they weren't safe because of buildings becoming deteriorating over time? How would our kids learn and become educated so they can continue to build our great country? These issues would be catastrophic. We're not there yet, but we're trending in that direction, and we need to realize there's an issue so we can learn from our mistakes and solve this problem. Laura Welch wrote an article on the Occupational Health and Safety website where she states the average age in construction in 2008 is 40.4 years old. That's 4.4 years older than in 1985. And to continue that trend, the U.S. Department of Labor shows the average age of workers in the construction industry currently is 42.5 years old. So that's up from 40.4 years old in 2008. And in that same time frame, to compare, the average age of all workers in the United States only increased by 1 year. So the construction industry has more than doubled that age difference than the regular workforce. This information becomes more concerning when you learn from an article on the Structural Builders Components Association. Their analysis of the age of construction workers over time reveals that the construction workforce is aging, with the share of older workers ages 55 plus rising from 19.3% in 2015 to 22.3% in 2021. At the same time, the proportion of workers ages 25 to 54 declined from 71.9% to 67.7%. That data shows that less young people are getting into the industry every year. So, every year that the workforce gets 1 year older, without those younger generation coming in, that age increase is going to continue every year. According to an article on the Structural Builders Components Association, confirms these concerns. Their research shows the latest labor force statistics from 2021, according to an American Community Survey, shows that the construction industry continues to struggle to attract young workers. While workers under the age of 25 comprised 13.6% of the overall workforce in the US, the construction industry for that same age group was only 10%. That's 3.6% less than the rest of the workforce in the US. This issue has been seen by the business world, thankfully. In 2019, the National Associations of Home Builders reported that unfulfilled jobs in the construction sector reached a post-recession high in March, making access to labor a top business challenge for that year. So, now that we have recognized there is an issue, we need to figure out what our next step is. How can we teach the younger generations about the trades so that it becomes more interesting to them, so we have a larger workforce getting in to replace the older workers that are retiring? We know there's an issue now, so we all need to ask ourselves, what is the answer to that issue? And if we can all come up with that as a society, we can continue to grow and thrive our great country. Thank you very much.